Remember back during the early days of the Wii U when Nintendo was being heralded as the last frontier for true gamers? Remember when the Wii U was going to have the definitive version of all your favorite games? Remember when there were some crazy buyout fantasies and game crash theories on gaming forums simply because the Wii U was flopping and when they were declaring game consoles dead? Remember when there were some anti-Nintendo conspiracy theories, and when Google started suggesting video game crash current year whenever you type in video game crash? Remember when third parties were dead and irrelevant, and when Nintendo didn't need third party, and when Nintendo was with their handhelds fighting against those filthy mobile gamers who sit on the subway and pick up all the nice women? Now, however, Nintendo is promising they're going to release the NX, and chances are it's going to come out on the same day Jeep makes another pickup. It might as well be called the Phantom of this generation, since, well, the Phantom was a game console that never came out, with very ambitious promises that were never fulfilled because, well, it never came out. While Nintendo is doing a poor job at building hype for their physical dedicated hardware that is appeal limited to kids, that overweight nerd at Micro Center with an NES controller t-shirt, and that Tumblr girl who can't use the shift key who really loves cute Pokemon and draws with an art style that looks just like Steven Universe, they are doing a much better job at hitting the mobile demographic. Pokemon Go, a casualized, or in industry terms, streamlined version of the Pokemon video game series, has been enough of a smash hit with everybody and their mom downloading at its peak, and enough crazy incidents resulting from that game to inspire numerous future cyberpunk riders, from people walking off cliffs to playing it while driving and slamming into police cars, and people pulling over while playing that game, and of course playing that game in inappropriate areas such as the 9/11 Memorial and the Holocaust Museum. I mean, how many times do you see people walking around like smartphone zombies over a mobile game with less gameplay than even a newer, watered-down Pokemon game like Pokemon X and Y and probably Sun and Moon 2, knowing the direction Pokemon's going? And due to this success, Nintendo is making even more casualized or streamlined video games for mobile. At the Apple event, most notable for announcing the headphone jackless iPhone 7, which is the dumbest idea since sealed batteries and island keyboards, Nintendo made a major announcement. They're releasing a new endless runner with Mario. Now sure, they could have released a new original Mario game for mobile with the same gameplay intact, but it seems like they'd rather make yet another endless runner. However, with Nintendo's valuable IP so valuable that you're just as likely to get your fan game taken down for using Nintendo properties in it as you would by putting Prince's music in your fan game. Its gameplay is watered down and samey, especially when that basic genre of game is so oversaturated already, but it has the Nintendo logo on it, so it's going to get downloaded a lot by smartphone zombies who have possibly never played a Mario game before. And on one hand, it's a great move for boosting Nintendo's money and possibly a longer term plan than Amiibos. However, on the other hand, mobile games have a shelf life, especially with the minds of today's generation where people are only interested in the newest hip and trendy game. Chances are people will forget about Nintendo's new games later on. Remember when everybody on the internet was playing Miitomo? But it gets better. You see, Nintendo possibly had an opportunity to try to legitimize mobile gaming in the eyes of gamers, while outsiders to the console market such as Nvidia, Tapwave, and Nokia have tried to make smartphone and PDA-based gaming consoles such as the Nvidia Shield Portable, the Tapwave Zodiac, and the N-Gage. They've lacked numerous things from huge game libraries to the platform creators actually supporting and marketing them. Case in point, many people forgot the Shield Portable even existed, and when it was brought up they'd ask, wait, it actually came out? And the latter two systems are the kind of systems you'll either see in a game collector video, an Ashen's review, or some new person to the internet making a gaming history video by reading a Wikipedia page to a camera. Nintendo could have very well dropped their main games or older titles on mobile with a price, and mobile developers who have a follow-the-leader mentality might try to actually make relevant games for mobile devices. It's not like mobile devices aren't capable of it, as ports have shown. It's just that mobile gamers would rather play Newgrounds level Flash games instead of full-featured games. And instead of trying to change the status quo like Nintendo is being heralded as doing, they're just following the leader and dropping more mobile garbage into the scene known as the oversaturated App Store instead of trying to make a big impact, and that's all that needs to be said. I mean, remember when Sonic had their Sonic Runners game? Well, look where that is. They shut it down because nobody cared about it, and that's all that needs to be said. Nobody really is going to care about this Mario Run game after maybe a month or two. I mean, look at Pokemon Go. Its player count is already dropping, especially because people are getting ticked off at the developer with features and everything. And that's all that needs to be said. I honestly don't like Nintendo's new direction. I mean, it's not like I liked their direction earlier either, but it's like Nintendo is finding more and more ways to make stupid decisions, and that's all that needs to be said. Oh, and about the NX, is that thing ever going to come out? Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.